Guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, first of all, introduction, my name is Tiffany. Yes, I am a Nigerian based in Ghana YouTuber. Yes. So by the title of today's video, you already know what I'm here to talk about, and as always said, like, if you see me in these four corners, that means we're about to get personal and talk about something very crucial. This is a crucial conversation. So those of you that are in Ghana and are conversant with news, you know that on the 19th of April the president gave a speech. I think this was the 7th time addressing the public, and what happened? He lifted up the ban, the lockdown. It's lifted, so you can go back and work, go back to your various working places. However, social gatherings are still not permitted. Right now Twitter is going crazy, Instagram is going crazy. Some people are happy and some people are angry. The two types of people, which is normal because you can't please people. So I'm going to read out some things that happened, what he said in his speech, so that I don't misquote anything. So for those of you that don't know, we've been observing a lockdown for almost 3 weeks, or 3 weeks, something like that, I think so. So basically the president came on and he says that after 60,000 tests that were carried out, they've been able to understand more about the virus, basically. So I think after the 60,000 tests that were carried out, about 1,000 people still show positive for the COVID virus, and people are raising alarms like, when the numbers were small, you did not put a lockdown. Why is it now that you've put a you removed it? I mean, when the numbers were small, rather, you put a lockdown. Now that the numbers are high, you're moving lockdown. But you guys need to understand, they've carried out 60,000 tests. Of course, out of 60,000 tests, obviously 1,000 people should be shown positive, because I mean that means it was totally dealt with. Like, you guys need to understand that the president and his team, or the team of researchers, are working so hard to make sure that this virus is curbed. How else would the virus be curbed if they're not testing people every day? So I don't know why the annoyance is from. I don't know why people are saying what they want to say. But however, so 4 towns and cities, so the tests were carried out at 4 towns and cities, which were Accra, Tema, Kumasi and Kaswa, had been placed under a 3-week lockdown. So these 4 cities and these 4 towns and cities were placed under lockdown, and initially the restrictions were imposed for 2 weeks, but the president extended the restrictions by 1 more week after on Easter Eve. So yeah, so right now in the latest reports, it says that the president explained that 69k tests conducted so far, 1,042 people, that is 1.5%, have been confirmed positive for coronavirus, with 67,000, that is 98.5% testing negative. Are you hearing? Are people hearing? I wanted to purposely read that. This is on news. This is what happened today. Today is the 19th of April. So I don't know why people are coming to say that 1,042 people have the virus, this, that. Like, people don't understand the news. People just come and post. Like, they just see something and post. That is how the world is, which, let's not blame them, it's ignorance. But you know, ignorance sometimes, let's just leave them. So however, additionally, 99 persons have recovered and have been discharged. Why are people talking about the 99 people that have recovered? Like, why do we always try to see bad in the good? Like, even if, yes, see something there, even if 1,000 people today have the virus and here 100 people have recovered from it, that should be something worth like celebrating. Like, yeah, I know 1,000 people have it, but still they are not dead, they're still alive. But we've been able to cure 100 people. Do you know what it means to cure 100 people? Some countries cannot even get by. Like, some countries, their numbers are just increasing every day. It's like, it's just increasing, like, it's just going and numbers are going high. So why are we like being frustrated? Let me explain something to you guys. The only reason why the numbers are high is because of the president and his team. They took a very serious decision to fish out the people that have COVID. Please, let us try and use our common senses here before we use our emotions. Listen to this: 60,000 tests, and he was able to get 1,042 people. Some countries do not even provide enough test kits. That's why some countries you're hearing about, some let me say some countries you're not hearing that maybe their numbers are not rising, because some of them, they don't have enough test kits to be carried out. For example, you go to a committee of 100 people and you provide only maybe 5 test kits. How are you sure that the 5 people you might randomly pick from that place will have the virus? But if you go into a committee of 100 people and you have at least, let's say, 25 test kits, at least one of those 100 people, there might be about 15 people who might turn up to have the coronavirus. I don't know if you people understand that. So let us apply common sense before coming to bash the president and his decision. Our president is a very, very intellectual person, educated person. I don't think there's a way that he would just come and say, oh, he has moved the ban. No, he would have thoroughly thought about this, spoken to researchers about this before even lifting up the ban. Because let's face it, a lot of people still have to go back to work, especially 9 to 5 workers. We need to go back to work. People that go to the market, they need to do their thing. People that work in convenience stores, they need to go and do their thing. So you know that has to happen. So the ban was not really, the lockdown was not really doing good for those people. But however, as I said, social gatherings are still cancelled. No churches, no mosques open, no parties, nothing, no funerals, none of that. I think you only have to have, I think, 24 people or something like that. So anyways, president continued to say, indeed, Ghana is the only other country in Africa to have conducted more than 60,000 tests and ranked #1 in Africa. Please, can we just have for Ghana real quick? Like, can you just, because see, listen, please, let's not be ignorant, this a lot is happening here. Like, this man is really doing things, like he's really trying to curb this thing. Like, let's not be ignorant. So anyways, thus the president explained in his view of our ability to undertake aggressive contact tracing of infected persons. Yeah, so that's basically it. So that was what happened. People are talking about, some people are saying check the conditions of it, but people are just having a lot of things to say. Well, personally for me, I'm kind of happy in a way that the lockdown has been lifted off, because there have been some important things that I needed to do but I've not been able to do because of the lockdown. So I can get those things done, but I'll be safe. So however, the president also said that if you do want to go out, you should protect yourself. People at supermarkets should protect themselves. They should wear the masks at all times. Try and wear your hand gloves, be protected. Listen, if you don't have anything, if it's not important, like if it's not a matter of life and death, you should not go outside. Trust me, if you don't have anything to do, if you're not going to work or something, or going to go on something that maybe might fend you money, I don't think you should risk it and go outside. So just try and be safe and be okay, and you know, just try. It will be well in due time, and I trust that the president will continue to take all the measures needed to really curb this virus once and for all. I mean, they've done a lot of things. They fumigated like literally everywhere. They've taken all these tests. I mean, 60,000 tests. Fam, that's a lot. He's doing what? Do you think it is not beans or it's not money? I mean, most of these things were people for moving from his pocket and stuff like this. He has done a lot. I mean, my friend told me yesterday that she bought lights of 100 CDs and 200 CDs reflected. Like, a lot of things are happening. Like, come on, like, please clap again, clap again, clap again, clap again, clap again. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and tell me what you think in your comments down below. How you feel about the lockdown being lifted up? Do you think it was the right decision, or do you think it's alright? Like, are you indecisive? Are you just someone that's been looking? Have you like tried to study this COVID thing and how it works, how it spreads? Like, what do you think, guys? Leave your comments in the comment section down below. Let me hear from you guys. Let's talk. Educate me on something that I might have said that might not have been true or might have been silly. I'm always open to corrections, and I like talking to you guys. Bye.